everyone, it's Reagan and welcome to the start of another weekend reading vlog. Coming off the tail end of my last work week reading vlog, I'm basically just filming every second of my life right now because it is something to do and I find it really relaxing and a nice escape. Plus, it feels like I'm hanging out with friends, so that helps as well, despite it just being Clay and I and Matilda in our apartment for the foreseeable forever. But this weekend, I plan to do a lot of reading. So if you saw my last weekend reading vlog, I basically, or rather weekend and then work week vlog, I discovered the romance genre for the first time and have been falling headfirst into historical fiction romance and just having a great time. It's so fun and so entertaining. What?
Really putting a lot of pressure on me to up my game.
I know, I'm like, a duke would never say such a thing to me. Anyway, I have been reading historical fiction romance. It's been so fun. I've been reading a lot of Tessa Dare specifically, and her books are fluffy, steamy, but modern, definitely like have all the trappings of a really great historical fiction setting, but definitely has the, also kind of uses modern contemporary romance, puts it in a historical setting, which makes them so entertaining, so funny as well. Aside from reading this weekend, I think we're gonna do some virtual hangouts with some friends. I'm gonna play Animal Crossing. I'm gonna watch the challenge with my friend Emily. Probably watch some movies, watch some TV, just relax. There's really not a lot going on, so I'm not gonna pretend like there is. That being said, let's chat through the books I hope to read. So the first two books are on my Nook. I am 76% of the way done with The Governess Game by Tessa Dare, which I started reading yesterday. And I'm loving it so much, and I'll probably finish it tonight because I cannot put this book down. This is book 2 to the Girl Meets Duke series. And I love this one even more than the first one. It basically follows a side character from the first one, and she becomes the governess to this rake, and I think it's a reformed, well, I know it is. It is a reformed rake story, and it has so much humor and romance, but it's also so wholesome and sweet because she's the governess of two girls that kind of fell into the possession of this duke due to like their family passing and him inheriting the dukedoms like unexpectedly. So it's about like all of them learning to realize, like opening up to people, these two young girls finding a new home and like learning to trust and love again. It's so sweet and I'm loving every second of it. So I'm gonna finish that. And then I would like to say I'll probably move on from romance, but I've got to read the third book that's out within this Girl Meets Duke series, which is like the Wallflower something. I'll have it here. So I'll probably pick that up and read that in a day tomorrow, if I'm being honest. And then from there, I'm gonna move on from romance because I will have read 4 romance novels in a row. And I think I'm gonna pick up the third and final book to the Inheritance trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. It's a tried and true series I know I love, and I think it'll be a quick read, so I think it'll go well with my romance novels. But those are that's basically my plan for the weekend, and I'm actually about to sit down right now and read The Governess Game and probably finish it because I only have 24% of it left, and it's so good. And I'm at the part where like the romance suspense is building, but it's so cute too. Like I just want them to be a cute family unit. So many dukes, you know what I mean? But anyway, those are my reading plans. I think first I'm actually going to make a Friday night latte and have some hot Cheetos in celebration of the weekend. And actually, I'm seeing 3 things I want to show off. I'm going to set up and do a bit of a haul show off as well about some things I'm really excited about. So hold on. Hi friends, so I wanted to cut to a bit of a haul sequence in this video. So I have a few fun things I've been collecting for like home ambiance, but I also have a glasses haul for you guys. As you guys know, I'm a Glasses USA ambassador. I've been working with them and loving their frames for as long as I can remember. Literally all of my frames are from there. And I have 3 new pairs that I have been wearing nonstop, especially these guys, that I really want to show off. So, but first, if you guys aren't familiar, Glasses USA is an online glasses retailer, and they literally have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of affordable frames to shop. Also, because I know a lot of us are homebound, they have a lot of features that are really helpful in regards to that. They have an app scanner for subscriptions. They also have a virtual try-on, which I'll do a little demo of now. So just a little demo about how the online try-on works. You upload a selfie, that's me. You put these little red eye things right here, and then you just try on. After you upload your selfie, it's so cool. Like you can just virtually see how all these different frames look on your face. such a nifty thing. But it's a super handy way to basically see what frames look like on your face without having to leave your house or your couch for that matter. And everything is shipped directly to your door, so no need to leave your apartment to go to the glasses store to try new frames on. It's a super great service and I've obviously been loving them for a long time. But again, I have 3 frames to show you guys. The first 2 I am especially thrilled about and I've been wearing nonstop for this reason. They've started doing prescription blue light glasses, which if you're not familiar, blue light glasses, basically the frames, there's like a film that helps your eyes from staring at like long lighted screens for a long time, which I do a lot of between my 9-to-5 corporate job where I'm only looking at a computer screen to then editing at night. I am staring at computer screens for a very long time. So I've been wanting to get blue light glasses for a while, but I obviously wear prescription glasses. So Glasses USA having blue light subscription glasses is so cool. So I got 2 pairs and I have been wearing them all the time. I get headaches, especially when I look at screens for a long time. So these have really been a lifesaver and they're super affordable and super cute. They have them basically for a whole bunch of different frames. I'll have a link to their whole selection down below. First one is a Muse frame and it's just in this classic tortoise shell. I've been wearing these all day, but I really like these too because the blue light is there, but it's not like super sheeny, because sometimes I feel like it can be really intense. It's like the perfect tortoise color and I love them. They literally go with everything. They're a comfortable size. Can't take them off. Next frame I got is also a blue light option and it is called the Colin frame. It's also, I got it in like a brown color, like a light brown color, which I thought would be like a nice alternative to my darker tortoise shade. I love a light brown color. I'm very fair skin, so I feel like it really complements my skin tone personally. And you know, now I have 2 blue light glasses options for my work day and I'm really thrilled about it. But I really like this. It's just a classic nice round shape and Matilda's chewing a bone if you hear that in the background. But I just think they're super, super cute. And the very last frame I picked up adds to my favorite subset of my glasses collection, which is my wire rim frame glasses, and they are these bad boys. I think these are so cute. So these are the Ray-Ban 3447V and I got it in the gold color and the smaller size. There's 2 sizes you can choose from. I just think these are so nice and classic. I love wire rim frames. I have a pair in silver and black, so I figured let's add gold to the equation. I think they'll transition so well into the spring, summer, and then obviously they're kind of like an all year round kind of glasses, but they're just the best. And they're like a nice hefty weight, super high quality, lightweight too. I like how wire rim glasses kind of more disappear on the face. I feel like it's a little more of a sleek look, if you will. So huge fan of these. So those are all of the glasses I picked up from Glasses USA recently. Big fan of all of them. I'm so thrilled about these blue light. These have honestly been a game changer for my work and brain. Per usual, I do have an offer code down below. And again, be sure to check out their virtual try on. It's a super lifesaver. I've used it countless times just to see what frames look like before you purchase them. It's so convenient. That way you can see what the frames look like before they arrive and just make sure you like them proportionally to your face. Super handy. But anyway, those are all of the glasses I picked up from Glasses USA. And now I'm gonna quickly show you the few home items I've picked up that I've gotten that I'm really excited about, just to kind of make my days at home a little more exciting. So first and foremost, I picked up a candle. This is the Volspa Baltic Amber candle. I got this from Anthropologie. And it's my favorite. It smells so good and homey. It's like the nicest kind of middle scent. It's not too floral. It's not like too like masculine. It's like a really nice middle ground. And the glasses of these I think are so beautiful. They're some of my favorite candles for sure. So I got this, and then I also picked up 3 new mugs, which I'm thrilled about. Clay and I have a pretty extensive mug collection, but now that we're both working from home, we go through mugs really quickly. Also, in full transparency, we just love collecting mugs. We love having a lot of mugs, so I picked up 3. The first one, Clay and I each picked up our own because we couldn't agree on the color, and I picked up all these mugs from Anthropologie as well. But they're the weekend mugs from Anthropologie. So Clay picked out Friday because he really liked the pink and it really coordinates with what I'm wearing right now. And I picked out the Saturday mug. I know these are just so cute and they're really big, so they're great for soups or like a really big cup of coffee in the morning. So these are really joyful. I love the bright colors. Can't wait to use those. And then the last mug I picked up is this rainbow mug. Kind of looks like a child painted it, or like I painted it because I have the artistic ability of a child. but I think it's so charming. So it has this rainbow, it's yellow on the inside, and it says make your own magic. So I don't know, I really just wanted to get some really cheerful mugs that we could start our day with while we're drinking our coffee and add to our collection. So those are all of the new things I've gotten recently. Some mugs, some great glasses. Again, I'll have everything linked down below if you're interested. But yeah, that's my haul. All right, so I've done all of my activities for the day. I've worked, I've hauled, but now I'm going to read. I'm gonna sit here and try to finish the remainder of the governance game. I probably won't be able to finish it because I'm going to, in about 45 minutes, watch the challenge with my friend, but I'll definitely be finishing it tonight because I just can't have enough. It's so good. I really implore you guys to read this. It's not even long. You'll read it in like 5 seconds. It's April 3rd right now, and I'm gonna have 2 books under my belt because I just cannot stop reading these romance novels. They're so entertaining. But anyway, I'm gonna read now. I have maybe 20 pages left of my book, but I'm about to start watching the challenge. Oh yeah. All right, so I just watched the first episode of this new season of the challenge and I already love it. I'm so here for a West Bananas alliance. I mean, this has been a long time coming. They've both been, rookies are finally starting to become politically savvy. They've got to work together. And I can't wait. But now I'm gonna make a very late dinner. I decided to watch the challenge instead of cooking at a responsible time. But what I'm making is steak fajitas because we have some, what's the word? We have some skirt steak, tortillas, onions, and all of that. It's really easy, tasty, so I'm gonna whip that up really fast and consume. So step 1 to these beef fajitas is I cut this steak in like 2/3. I save some to make for tomorrow for lunch. But I'm marinating this meat in a combination of a lot of spices, chili powder, cumin, cayenne pepper. I love Worcestershire on beef, garlic, olive oil, all that. Letting it come up to room temperature and marinating, and then I'm first gonna cook the onions and then I'll cook the steak. Super easy. I have some black refried beans and I'll just throw on some tortillas and dinner is done. Honestly, sauteed onions, there's few greater things. So good. And then there's the refried beans. Very unappealing until they're warmed up. Matilda is being so drama. Look at her. I know it's smoky in here because of all the spices. All right, hey Millie. And voila, beef fajita tacos. Oh, I'm making a mess. All right, that's Clay's steak. But yeah, if you only have a little bit of steak, like there's only one little piece of meat, but if you have a lot of onions and a lot of beans, still super filling and super delicious. Big cup of coffee. I am playing Animal Crossing this morning. I do have a few things I need to do, aka I need to film 2 videos, which I think I'm gonna do today versus tomorrow. It's already almost 11. I've been so lazy this morning, just kind of lounging around, but I don't know. I'm just trying to take it slow, relax for a little bit, and then I will shoot 2 videos and edit 1 and upload 1 today. But I'm gonna worry about that in a little bit. Right now, I have my island to tend to. Look at this sunshine pup. She loves the windowsill. Also, it's actually a beautiful day outside. Clay and I had to run some errands, so I decided to put on a dress. Whoa, stepped on my computer charger. I actually thrifted this from a local New York store, which I really, really like. It's from a brand called Doin. But now I'm gonna finally make lunch. It's like 3 p.m. Right now. So I'm gonna do that. We have Banner pumpkin rolls on, but I'm gonna get started. I'm basically just making exactly what I made last night into a burrito, and I'm adding potatoes. And it's time to construct the tacos, or actually the burritos, because we can only find giant fajitas. Just finished season 1 of Sex Education on Netflix. Clay and I have just been hanging out after lunch, but I'm now making some lattes for Clay and I, and our new Friday Saturday mugs. And I'm gonna read. I'm gonna sit down on the couch and get a chunk of reading in for the next couple of hours, which I'm really excited about. All right, so my coffee is made, and aptly in my new Saturday cup, because it is in fact Saturday. But I'm gonna sit now and start reading. I'm gonna start download. This is just gonna, my Nook is gonna be like romance hub for me, you know? 1, because I hate mass market paperbacks, like from a reading experience, I find them terrible. And so I feel like I'll probably just get them all in ebooks or rent them from the library if I can. So I'll probably use my e-reader for all of them, which is totally great and less expensive. So I am going to, where are they? About to start here are all my Tessa Dare books. gonna start the wallflower or wager. Thrilled. Catch me here in about an hour and a half and I'll probably have half of this thing already read. Thrilled about it. Thrilled. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I don't have these books to read anymore. Sad, but for now I'm just gonna live in the moment and enjoy the third one. Hi friends, so I have been sitting here reading. I just changed into my evening leisure clothes, nap leisure to be exact, but I have been sitting here reading the Wallflower Wager and I just passed page, I'm like 45% of the way through. I'm really liking it. It's definitely charming. I still think the second one is my favorite, but all of her books are just had the best banter and they're just so much fun to read. I don't know if I've given a clear synopsis for this one, the premise, the setup for this one, if you will. So we're following one of the girls from the friend circle, Penny, who is a lady, but she is a very unusual lady. She's a spinster, she lives alone, and she spends all of her time caring for forgotten animals, like goats with 3 legs, like she has like 15 kittens running around, she has a deer, like anything and anything that needs a place, she kind of like sweeps in and cares for it. She has a really big heart, is kind of like her whole premise. At the beginning of the story, she has a new neighbor that moves in who's kind of this notorious businessman. So he's not a titled duke, but his name is Mr. Duke. And he's known for basically like being ruthless in the business world and making a huge fortune for himself. And he basically sees an opportunity with his neighbor, being Penny. She's a lady. He can remodel the house, sell it for a huge profit because people will want to have the association of living next to an aristocrat. However, Penny's family is starting to move her back to the countryside to like live out her spinster life, unless she kind of like cleans up her act and becomes more present in society again, which includes finding homes for all of her wayward animals in her house. So they kind of are like working together to find loving homes for the animals. They have a hilarious back and forth because he is like so like to the point and she's like so sweet and nice, and she just like doesn't care when he's being, like, to be frank, an asshole, and it like doesn't work. His intimidation does not work on her. So they have like a really funny back and forth, and like all the animals, it's so goofy. Just as goofy as they are romantic, because there's such great like moments of humor mixed with like steamy romance moments as well. So it's just really great and I'm liking it a lot. I still think Governess Game is my favorite because I loved the characters so much, but this one is definitely really interesting, and it's exploring a different component of British society in that we're kind of showing, it's kind of showing the conflict of people who are like not from landed money, like fighting for money and fighting for a place within society and the economy, because Mr. Duke, like basically grew up super poor and like made his own fortune, like made his own name for himself and his own fortune. So anyway, the book is super fascinating. 40% of the way done. I should be able to finish it early, probably tomorrow. I'll read some more tonight, but I'll probably finish it tomorrow morning. Right now, Clay and I are about to watch a movie. I think we decided on, from our list, a documentary, The Kingmaker, which is a really interesting looking documentary. Kind of went back and forth on a lot of different options, but I think we're gonna do that, and then also start Sex Education Season 2 tonight. Which, what are your thoughts on that show? Season 1 is now finished.
Incredible.
So charming. It's so charming. If you just want to be like, I don't know,
yeah,
loved.
I want to go to high school in England.
I know. I want to live in the main character's family home. It's so beautiful. But yeah, the show is great. So we're gonna continue on with season 2 before that's, and then we'll be there. And then I think that's that. And then we'll figure out what we're gonna watch next. For dinner, we're gonna eat leftover pizza and mac and cheese. Super healthy, super adults. And that's the plan. So, bye. About to start our documentary, The Kingmaker, which is on Showtime, which was the perfect time for us to sign up for a month-long free subscription to Showtime. So if there's any other shows on Showtime we should know about, let us know, I guess, because we got a free month. Isn't that right, Matilda? But time to press play. Very gourmet dinner of mac and cheese and reheated frozen pizza that we ordered a few weeks ago. So, you know, we're adults. We finished the movie and now we've come into the bedroom to watch some Netflix. Crazy Saturday night, and then I'm also gonna do more reading afterwards. But yeah, I'll probably watch a few episodes of this. It's such a good show, Sex Education on Netflix. I love it. And so does Clay. It's so charming.
Okay, we don't know.
Matilda is just living her best life. She is living. Good morning, everyone. I'm just starting out my Sunday morning doing some editing. I've been trying to film as many videos as possible. One, as a distraction, and two, hopefully some distractions for you guys. Funny story about this video. I don't think you can tell, thank goodness, because I didn't want to have to refilm it, but I accidentally left the zipper on the side of my dress unzipped this entire video. So that's kind of embarrassing, but I don't think you can see it. It's like on the side. Anyway, I'm gonna edit this video now, but I just thought I'd give you that fun behind the scenes fact. Exporting my video and watching Animal Crossing clickbait. Also, is anyone else spending all their time watching Animal Crossing tours and getting so impressed and so jealous at everyone's skills? All right, moving on to video 2, and I've also gotten myself a cup of coffee. This is one of my favorite coffee mugs. It is from my favorite local bookstore in Austin, and it's one of those like hardy mugs, like really thick and heavy. It's a great mug. Great bookstore too. Highly recommend both. Hello world, you're hearing Call of Duty in the background, but I've just wrapped up like a good 2.5, almost 3 hours worth of editing, but I was very productive and I have 2 videos edited, done, which I feel great about, so I don't have to do so much editing after work during the work week tomorrow. But now I'm going to sit and do some reading of The Wallflower Wager. I actually don't even know how far I am in this book. I think I'm like 50 or 60% of the way done. I'm gonna read a good chunk right now and work to finish it this morning and then move on to my 3rd book of the weekend. I have also decided I think I'm gonna try to stay in pajamas all day today, not get dressed, because I don't think I need to. I don't think there's anything I need to do today except edit and stuff, so PJs it is. But I am going to sit down and do some reading, and then I think I'm gonna make some pancakes and some bacon for a lunch breakfast situation. So that's the plan. My sunshine queen. This clouds went away, so Matilda immediately went to her little ledge. It's her favorite spot in the house. So I have read a quick 50 pages of The Wallflower Wager, and now I'm going to make a very late lunch breakfast. We're gonna make some bacon and some pancakes. It just sounded really good, so I'm gonna whip that up and eat it. So I'm gonna start that process now, and then we're gonna watch some Summer House, and then I'm gonna do more reading. I'm gonna finish The Wallflower Wager, and then probably, we watched 3 episodes of Sex Education season 2 last night. It is so good. I already love the 2nd season more than the 1st one, so I'm sure we'll watch more of that today as well. Just really relaxed day, catching up on things, editing, reading, doing all my fave activities. But yeah, I'm gonna make some pancakes. I would say probably the best part about pancakes is that I can read and make them at the exact same time. Multitasking. Also, the best thing about e-readers is that it's a lot easier to read and do other things, so I'm gonna do that.
Reading her book, cooking some pancakes, just in her element.
God. And voila, breakfast is served. And I read 30 pages while cooking it. We put Summer House on. Cute. Hi world, so I have retreated into the bedroom post Summer House and post pancakes with another cup of coffee, and I'm gonna sit down and read the remainder pages of The Wallflower Wager by Tessa Dare, and then once I complete this, I think I'll have read about 400 pages so far, which I'm really pleased with. I still am planning, I think, to read the 3rd book of N.K. Jemisin's The Inheritance Trilogy. I feel like that's a really smart pivot for me because I already know I love it. I already know I love her writing, so I feel like I want to push myself outside of the romance genre, even though I could just read Regency romance for the next year of my life. But I do want to, there's like some other books on my TBR I really want to get to, so I'm gonna do that and then probably come back to romance and a week or so, but we shall see. But anyway, I'm gonna finish The Wallflower Wager now. I have like 15 pages left of my book. I'll do a full recap and review of it shortly, but I just wanted to show you this Matilda This is what Millie does pretty much most of the time, just sleeps under blankets. So my mom sent me a surprise care package in the mail. This woman knows me so well. 2 big old bags of Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I've already opened one. 2 things of double stuffed Oreos. And then flour tortillas. Oh, we're gonna freeze these. It's gonna be amazing. We cannot find these around here. We've had a very hard time, so now they will not run out, and they're so freezable and everything. So tacos every day of the week. I cannot wait. Hi everyone, so I wanted to quickly pop in. I finished my book, and I also finished the last bit of work I needed to do today. It was actually so productive. I edited 2 videos, one of them was 45 minutes long. I'm such a chatter. But anyway, and I finished the Wallflower Wager. I was poking around Goodreads to read other people's reviews. I love to do that just to kind of, I don't know, you know, preaching to the choir kind of thing. I wanted to hear what other people were saying when they loved it too. And I saw Riley's review, and she said, "The Slytherin Hufflepuff love story we all deserved." And I was like, that perfectly encapsulates this book. I've been trying to like pin down the dynamic because each book within this series definitely has like different tropes and different kind of character personalities, and that is so articulate because again, one of the characters is this pulled himself up by the bootstraps, became really wealthy. He's also pretty ruthless and kind of generally hated by the aristocracy because he kind of like buys up their debts and ruins them, as you know, any good businessman would do. And our main character Penny is like so tender-hearted. She's so sweet, and they fall in love, and I ultimately really liked this book. I really also appreciate how Tessa Dare explores darker or like more harrowing elements. Like, it's fluffy and fun, and there's great comedy and there's steamy scenes, but there's also a lot of character growth and dynamicness. Like, her characters aren't flat. Like, they're not just like growing to love one another and like want to sleep together. They're growing to like trust another human being with their darkest secrets, and also learning to like love and accept themselves. In each one of these books, there's these beautiful arcs of characters kind of confronting their own past, their own demons, their own scars, and healing in a way, or beginning that process of healing. And this book definitely had components of that as well. And it's just so lovely to see it. It just makes you so invested in these characters, and you're just happy for them at the end of the day. Like, you're just happy that they found someone that they feel safe with, and it's so sweet. And that's why I like her book so much. Books are more than just like steaminess. Like, they're just, everything is paired so nicely through this series, and I've loved every book so far. I really like the Wallflower Wager a lot. I really loved learning about Penny's backstory and just like seeing her be the star of her own show. I still think the second book, The Governess Game, is my favorite, which I finished on Friday of this weekend. But I think this third one is my second favorite, but all of them are great. And I just love the dynamic Tessa Dare is able to create. She's so talented at creating romance, like pure and simple. She's so talented at it. And I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars, and I gave The Governess Game a 5 out of 5 stars. Loved it. They're just so cute. And you read them so fast. I read, what is today, April 5th? I read 3 books this month, all 3 of these books. I read 3 of Tessa Dare's books in 5 days. I think that speaks to it enough as well. So now I'm going to go out and help Clay. He's like putting a bunch of stuff away right now. Our HelloFresh came in, so I'm gonna cook one of those meals tonight. But first things first, I need to do Tarantula Island on Animal Crossing and get a lot of bells because I got a home mortgage to pay off. It's basically a hack where you like cut down all the trees and pull up all the plants and break all the rocks, and then only tarantulas spawn, and then you catch them all and you make a lot of money. So I'm gonna do that. And then I think Clay and I are gonna watch more Sex Education Season 2, which we started last night and are loving. We're already basically halfway through the 2nd season immediately, so can't wait for that. But just take it chill for the rest of the day. I kept to my promise of not changing out of my pajamas, which is great. But yeah, so I'm gonna go make a Tarantula Island now, and I'll check back in with you guys in a bit. I just have made, wow, I can't even articulate. I've just done a Tarantula Island for the past 2 hours, and it was absolute torture. I learned I'm terrible at catching tarantulas. I got much better towards the end, but the whole jumping thing over the holes to trap them, I couldn't do. Oh, but I ended up catching 15. So I'm pretty pleased with that, and I'm now gonna sell them before the shop closes in 8 minutes. We're about to do our HelloFresh for the night. We are doing the shroom and Swiss pork burgers, which look really good. So I'm gonna get all the stuff out. HelloFresh is super easy, so I'm excited to be doing it again. But let's get to chopping all these things. All right, so I chopped up all the veggies, including these mushrooms, which I'm sauteing in some butter. I also have some potato wedges going in the oven, and I'm about to form the burger patties. It's gonna be very tasty. Burgers are cooking. I'm about to put the buns in the oven. Everything will be ready in about 7 minutes and 26 seconds. And a bon appetit. I do have to get the ranch out for my potato wedges because that is the only way to consume potato wedges is with ranch dressing. But this looks pretty good. Pretty excited, I'm not gonna lie. All right, a few hours of TV later. Hey Millie. It is time to sit down and finally start the third book of this by N.K. Jemisin. My goal is to read just over 100 pages tonight so I can hit that 500 page mark, as is always my goal during the weekends. But I'm honestly really proud of myself because it's currently the 5th of April and I've already read 3 books. So I'm just flying through my Goodreads goal, which I'm really thrilled about. And Matilda has never been prouder, right Millie? That's right. All right, well, time to get to reading, and then I have to go to bed because work is tomorrow. Hi everyone, and welcome to the end of the vlog. The next day, I just wanted to wrap up everything I was able to read this weekend, and overall I'd say I'm very pleased. I have read a total of 3 books so far this month, and I also read about 96 pages of, I think the 3rd book to the Inheritance trilogy, which I believe is called Kingdom of Gods, yeah. So to quickly recap everything I read, and I'll do a little bit of thoughts on Kingdom of Gods. So I read the last 80 or so pages of The Governess Game, and then I read all of The Wallflower Wager, which is 353 pages in the mass market paperback. So that there is 430-ish pages. And then, as I said, I read like 96 pages of The Kingdom of God. So I did read over 500 pages this weekend, which I'm really pleased with. So far, I'm very intrigued by The Kingdom of Gods. N.K. Jemisin has a way with words, we all know this. And this book so far is mostly from the POV of one of the godlings, which is so interesting. He's a character you've encountered in the first one, but to read from his POV is an entirely different story. He is the godling who is like a child in that he is the god of childhood. So he might be a millennia old, but he has the temperament and the perspective of a child. So his personality is very different. So reading him from his perspective has been incredibly interesting. Still set obviously within and around the same kingdoms. A lot of the consequences of the last 2 books are reflected in this book so far. Very intrigued. This one's longer than the other 2 previously. I think this was almost 500 pages, so I feel like there's a lot to encounter, and I have much more of this book to, you know, absorb into me. But so far, I'm liking it a lot. Definitely intriguing, and I'm excited to read it. So yeah, that is everything I read this weekend. And of course, I'll have everything in this video linked down below, including all of my glasses from Glasses USA, so be sure to check those out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon with another one soon.